Good night, just to the Professor Dr.Dolphy Gilpin, and tonight I'm starting off with a related topic that can be related to quantum mechanics here. I did some personal research work on lightning and thunder, and I've coined it via the term integrated photons emissions. That's for lightning, and various logging of the type and the category and the geographical location where it was emitted. And when it was emitted, sometimes during lightning storm, I went outside and logged the intermittent time there was lightning, and whether it was lightning independent of thunder or lightning and thunder. And I call it integrated photons emission. And I've done this in New York State, Brooklyn, Manhattan. I've done it in New Jersey. I've done it in California, in Inglewood, where I was, and I visited other county in Inglewood, and I've done it in other isolated places like Virginia and other places. Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, isolated. But the bulk of the work was done in California, New York State, and New Jersey, and the island. So here we go, integrated photons emission. I think it's significant. I've been spent so many time doing this logging that we could at least give a 5-minute lecture on lightning or integrated photons emission. So once again, the natural environment was used as my laboratory. In other words, observation was made of lightning and thunder just by looking out in the sky whenever I see it. Or sometimes when thunder, there's a continuous thunder, then lightning usually comes along with it, so I go outside and I do my logging. So New York State was done, and New Jersey and California, and that was Inglewood, and Jamaica. Loggings were made during a certain hurricane as well, when there are a lot of lightning or lightning storms, and isolated logging in other states as Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. So here are IPE. And terms used were NB, narrowband, IPE. Then we have BBIPE, broadband. These are a description of the various lightning forms that I've seen and logged. I want Lam IPE. This is called the Hebrew Lamed for the letter M, Lamed IPE. And that's usually the conventional form that like number 7, and also we call it like number 7 IPE. They're usually lightning flash. Usually call this lightning flash. And what have you know was the type was benign, where no injury was done to human. Benign. Usually this is also pleasant to behold. Pleasant IPE. And then we have a type here that does injury. We call it severe to malignant IPE. In this case here, you could have first, second, and third degree burns. And first and second are usually more painful, but third usually can lead to death. So we say the third degree lead to death. And we have had many of those. I've logged many of those examples of lightning, and it takes out a lot of humans. There was one back in 1988 at Prospect Park. I think about 5 persons was struck down by lightning, and the ambulance came and took them away to the hospital. There are the cases whereby you have had death as well as severe injury being done, emergency ambulance, and we call it. So that's basically, I thought it was needful and relevant after spending so much time doing log. I've logged in books. This is login was done. Books, time, place where the lightning, the IP was observed, and type, whether it was benign or whether it was severe or whether it was malignant, and also the other type. So description, narrowband, broadband, lambda, IPE, number 7 IPE, and so on. We have also had some circular IPE, CIPE, circular integrated in which the lightning comes through the cloud and it's in a like a circular or elliptical fashion. I've observed that. Circular or elliptical fashion. And note that the first, second, and third degree burns can result from these lightning strikes, and the third degree is the one that sometimes can lead to death or severe emergency operation. And we have had many cases of that during our time of logging. The interval of time of the logging was, say, from 2000 and about 12 to extensive logging was made up until about 2022. And you could see that instantaneous logging was done using the smartphone. Logging via smartphone. While others were done using book, then transfer to internet, social media. So there we have it, a recording of IPE, integrated photons emission. Let's try to, and we'll be doing a lot of calculation of these photons. I will call it, another term here, discrete and integrated photons emission. Discrete and integrated photons emission. All right, so we'll return back to quantum mechanics related calculations.